This team, I mean, my goodness, I swear they're so damn bipolar, it's crazy. They play 2 really good games, and they win back-to-back games. Then they can play 2 terrible ball games, and they lose it. Everyone's like, yep, Tank City, let's get it. And even I was, I'm like, hey, I'm hopping on that, because it's like, this team's not really going anywhere. But then the Raptors go out there today against Cleveland. And last time we played Cleveland, we got slaughtered by them. And they go out there and win 135-115. They improved to 21-32 on the season. And yes, if you just watched my Leaf video, you'll see that I brought out a record. The Michael Jackson, the MJ record. Well, I'm about to do that again in this one. I did not expect back-to-back records, but the Toronto Raptors set a franchise record for points in a half. You guys are seeing all this crazy stuff behind me, and all these fingerprints. They set a franchise record for points in the first half. 87! Who are these guys? The last few games, they haven't been able to shoot the ball at all. And before I even break down, player stats and numbers for each quarter, the Raptors shot 62% from the field for the game. For the game! And 53% from 3. On 86% shooting, no Pascal, no Fred, no Kyle. How? Well, first off, Gary Trent Jr. instantly, already is an absolute fan favorite. And let me hear it, Raptor fans. Let me hear it. Because when that trade video happened and I talked about the Powell deal, everybody, not everybody, but most people were all like, terrible trade. Powell's this, Powell's that. Gary Trent. Couple weeks later, Gary Trent is their favorite player. He's beloved in Toronto. He's already embracing the city. And when players start embracing the city of Toronto and start repping the gear and play well, they are instantly loved by this city. And Gary Trent Jr. sets his own personal record, right? 44 points for Gary Trent. Before he came to Toronto, his career high was what, 30 or 29? Either way, he had 31 with the Raptors. Boom, career high. There you go. Good job for Gary Trent. He shot really well. But he dropped 44 today. And his efficiency was off the charts. We'll get to that in a bit. But what an absolute crap snot, if that's not even a word, but I just made it up myself, of a third quarter. But let's get to that first half first. The Raptors scored 47 points in the first quarter alone. At one point in the first, they were 10 of 10 from the field. And I'm like, who the hell are these guys? I don't care. They're playing Cleveland, and their defense ain't great. The Raptors have missed wide open shots all year long. So it's nothing new there. The fact that they're making all their shots scared me a little bit. Second quarter, you're 47-26 after one quarter. You're up by 21 after one quarter. In the second, they keep the foot on the gas pedal. 40 more. They scored, obviously, like I said earlier, a franchise record, 87. 87! They allowed 28 in the quarter. You're up by plus 30. Right? Yeah, was it 33 at the half? Like, what the hell is going on here with this team? Then the third quarter hits. And the Raptors score a total of 13. What the hell happened? Like, they dropped 87 and then bang, 13. They allowed 29. They're plus 16 in the quarter. And at one point in the fourth, it was a 12-point game. And I'm sitting here like, are they actually going to blow this? Tank Nation would love it. Like, Tank Nation, part of me, would love it. But a Raptor fan wanting to win, fan of me, would be sad and disgruntled. But the Raptors, in that fourth quarter, they buckle down and they win that fourth quarter 35-32. And they win the ball game 135-115. I don't know what team we just saw tonight. But holy smokes, I don't care if you're on Tank Nation, I don't care if you're on, you want to see the Raptors win. That was a damn good game to watch. That was fun. And anybody getting mad? Gary Trent's a part of the future, guys. So seeing him drop 44 in a win, watching Malachi Flynn ball out, it's good stuff to watch. Speaking of those guys, Gary Trent, 44, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists in the game today. And get this. And this is the part that mind boggles me, right? The guy in the last game was 1 of 7 from 3, couldn't make shots, had 6 points, had a really tough time offensively. He shot 17 of 19 today and was 7 of 9 from 3-point range. He had a steal in the game as well. Gary flippin' Trent Jr., man, I don't know. The guy is something else. And Raptor fans, I think we are really seeing, we are really seeing what Gary Trent's all about. And I think Raptor fans are already loving this guy to death. I think not only is he great on the court on both sides of the ball, he's repping Toronto. Wearing the Jays jerseys. He was asked about that after the game today. And he said, hey, gotta rep my teams. And I'm sitting here like, I love you. Like, honestly. I'm not, okay. You guys know what I mean. What a game. What an outing for Gary Trent Jr. And Malachi Flynn, even though Gary Trent dropped 44, Malachi had his first NBA double-double. He had 20 points, couple boards, 11 dimes for Malachi Flynn, 8 of 14 shooting. You can see the confidence in his shot is really coming along. And it's so hard to get hot when you're not playing, right? So we got to used to seeing Malachi the odd time come off the bench and the odd time come out in garbage time. But seeing this guy actually get some time, man, he can ball. 22 and 11, 8 of 14 shooting, 2 of 3 from 3. He had 2 steals in the ball game today. Malachi Flynn, heck of a game for him. And welcome back DeAndre Bembry. He started out red hot for the Toronto Raptors. Got them out to that huge lead. He had 13 points, 4 boards, 2 dimes, shot 5 of 8 from the field, had 3 blocks in the game. I'd say at least, I would say double digits of it, like at least 10 of his 13 happened in the first quarter alone on that absolute dominant run in that first quarter. But heck of a job for Bembry going out there in the starting unit. And OG, look, OG went out there and gave you 15, 5, and 3. Shot 5 of 11, was 3 of 6 from 3. OG going out there and being a 15-point guy every single time. He has a streak right now going of double-digit points, and I don't know what the actual number is. You guys can let me know maybe in the comments what his streak is, but he's been consistent over the last while. So great to see OG kind of taking form and taking that next step, and that's beautiful to watch. Yuta Watanabe getting a career high in today's game as well. 14 points for Utah, 5 boards, 1 dime, was 6 of 7 shooting, was 2 of 2 from 3-point range. Attaboy Utah. And Gillespie, I forgot his name, that first name now. You guys can kind of, refresh me what his first name was. I was gonna say Giuseppe. That's what I was ready to come on. Hey, come on, Giuseppe. But it's Gillespie, and he goes out there and plays some pretty good ball. 6 points, 4 boards, a dime, 3 of 4 from the field, had 3 steals and a block. Attaboy, young fella, 23-year-old kid out of Baylor, and Baylor knows how to get some players. Did the Raptors just find somebody that can make an impact? I don't know. He's 6'9", 245. He's a big boy. But going out there, play hard, man. I saw him flying around out there for rebounds, doing a job, and he was active in the offensive glass. So great job by Gillespie. I think he could make a little impact here. I don't know how much of an impact. I don't know if he's going to do anything with this team, but a very good start to his young Raptor career here. All right, now let's get into the specific numbers. We talked about the Raptors stats. The Cleveland Cavaliers, even though the Raptors shot so well, look, Cleveland still shot 45% from the field and still 43% from 3-point range. We talked about in the last video, what are the things we look at moving forward? Well, can you make the 3? Well, they were struggling with that mightily in the last couple of games. You shot 53% from 3-point range. You didn't struggle with that. But your 3-point defense, you still allowed 43% from 3. Not good. You got out-rebounded again. Or did they I can't remember. Honestly, the Raptors just shut the lights out today. It didn't really matter who rebounded what at this point. I got some other numbers here that I take my little paper out for you. 29 dimes for the Toronto Raptors today. We've talked about ball movement being so important. And with this unit, right, the way the Raptors are right now, there's no guy who can play iso ball. You're not going to see Malachi Flynn go iso. The odd time you may see Gary Trent go iso, but not very often. So the ball's humming. You're getting the wide open looks. And you're making things happen. The Raptors had 29 assists today. Great job. And the biggest lead for the Raptors at one point, they were up by 38. And they won by 20, but it was a 12-point game at one point. That's how tight it got. So it got a little dicey there in the third quarter, but they found a way to hang on, and that's what matters. The next game for the Toronto Raptors is tomorrow on the second night of a back-to-back. This might be tough. Not only second night of a back-to-back, the Knicks are playing inspired basketball in the playoff hunt for the bottom couple seeds in the Eastern Conference, and you're at MSG. And the Raptors, you got to remember, we're not in Toronto traveling to New York. You're down in Tampa going to New York. So it's a lot longer trip on the back-to-back. So it's going to be tough tomorrow. That is for damn sure. But hey, Raptor fans, whether you're on Tank Nation or you're not, enjoy this win because it was fun. All right, so you know what? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and enjoyed the game there this evening, smack the like button to appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game? What are your early going thoughts on Gary Trent Jr.? Let me know in the comments all your feelings for Gary Trent right now. All right, Twitter's down below for myself. Follow up, send me a DM, do that great stuff. The Instagram link is down below as well, so follow up there if you've not done so already. And I will talk to you guys, Jay's Edition, possibly tonight, if not tomorrow in the evening, as I'll be doing both games in one video. I hope I'm not gonna be doing that, but if it comes down to it, I'll have to do that for you guys. All right, I'm just gonna let you know now, as the Blue Jays are in action right now, taking on the LA Angels. And as for the Leafs, they take on the Montreal Canadiens on Saturday night. No, today is Saturday night, you idiot. Monday night, 7 o'clock puck drop at the Bell Center. The Leafs looking for win number 7 in a row. I doubt Jack Campbell will be in net. Probably going to go with Hutch. Maybe they'll go with Jack Campbell again. I don't know. No matter what, 7 o'clock puck drop there in Montreal. And as for the Raptors, as I've mentioned, their next game is tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, right? I think it's a 7 o'clock tip-off, 7 or 7:30 at MSG in New York, taking on the Knicks. All right, Raptors looking for back-to-back wins on back-to-back nights. It's been a rarity this season. But what Raptor team are we going to see? That's the giant question mark going into tomorrow's ball game, all right? So, guys, thank you so much for listening and watching. Hope you enjoyed the video and the record-breaking night. We'll talk to you guys then.